Do you think that others make you feel sorrow? According to Karl Marx, yes, others do make you feel sorrow. For example, workers' class had felt sorrow because of their deprivation of resources, economic resources, and the economic resources were in the control of the capital class. So, according to Karl Marx, since the capital having control over resources, as a consequence, the workers are suffering. So, the cause of suffering of the workers are the cause of sorrow of the workers are the capitals. So, according to Karl Marx, if a person who is a worker, his cause of sorrow is a capitalist. But in Russia, when there was Marxism in the Lenin era, there was no poor and no rich, as Karl Marx envisioned a classless society where everyone would be equal. This happened in Russia in the Lenin era, but a new problem took birth. The problem was the differences among people of position and non-position. In Russia, though the rich, the poor were eradicated, but the positions took place. The person who was in a high position was able to exploit even more than the capitalist to a person having no position, and the person who was not having any position, his state was even worse than the worker of the Marx era. So, in fact, in the Lenin era, we had classless society, but the sufferings were there. The differences were there. If not economic differences, then the positional differences. The one who is having position and the one who is not having the position were there. And exploitation continued, sorrow continued, sufferings continued. And Karl Marx envisioned that if there will be classless society as it was there in Russia in Lenin era, then there will be no sufferings, no sorrow. But that wasn't the case of Russia. So, cause of suffering is economic, is because of capitalist, is because of person having position or person don't having position, is just a pseudo claim. The cause of suffering must be something different. According to other according to Thomas Hobbes, he said that if a person is let free without any civilizational control, without any social control of law and order, a human being will become an animal. His inherent traits like greed will come out, and that person will behave like antisocial element and will fight others, will steal goods and services of others. So according to Thomas Hobbes, if there is no civilization, if there is no social control, if there is no law and order, a human being will become like animal, and there will be jungle rule, and again human being will fight human being out of greed, and again there will be sorrow. Whereas on the flip side, according to Sigmund Freud, according to him, if there is a civilization, if there is a social control of law and order, a human being, if he lives in civilization under social control of religious principles, law and order, etc., then he will use to repress his desires. He will control his desires out of civilization, out of the fear of law and order. He will don't go and kill other because he will be having fear of law and order. So in a civilization, a person will suffer, a person will face sorrow because of extreme repression, because of control over his or her own desires. So on the both side, if there is no civilization, there is a sorrow, and on the other side, if there is a civilization and law and order, there is a sorrow in a human being. So do sorrow is the reality of a human being? Can sorrow never be omitted from your life? Is it so? Because if you will let free without any compulsion of law and order, if there will be no civilization applying on you, you must be having very desires like owning an iPhone. Then you will steal iPhone because you have no fear that you will be punished. And if you see a beautiful girl or handsome boy, you will approach that girl or boy without any hesitation, without any fear of law and order, because there is no law and order applying on you. Even you may commit rape on that person because you have no fear. So this is the case. You are fulfilling your desires when there is no law and order. But think, if other person comes in the same situation as of you, then he or she will do the same things. And what happens if that same person is killing you for your goods? And on the other side, if you are under civilizational control, social control of law and order, then if you see a handsome boy or a beautiful girl and you want to approach that girl or boy, if you just say openly your heart's voice that you are so pretty, you are so handsome, let's have a sleep at night together, then that person may complain against you of indecency of language. You will be having that fear in your mind. Or if you see a iPhone in anyone's hand, a super bike, a Hayabusa, but you are having a desire to have it, but you can't steal it because you have a fear of law and order, you will be punished. So here also you are repressing your that desire. So under civilizational control and the social control, you are also repressing your desires, and out of repression you are feeling sad and sorrow because you aren't able to fulfill your desire. So in both the cases, if you fulfill your desire, you are going to face sorrow. On the other side, if you don't fulfill your desire, you will be going to suffer, you will be going to regret, you will be going to suffer sorrow. So is it so sorrow is your reality of your life? Whole life you have to face sorrow. According to Gautam Buddha, he said that the cause of sorrow is not outside. The cause of sorrow is no one. The cause of sorrow is hidden inside yourself only. Suppose you are walking on a path and a BMW passed by you. You see that BMW. Does that BMW create a desire in you? No. That BMW just passed by you. That's it. And you have watched that BMW. But the thing starts in yourself, in your mind. You start building a greed in your mind that I also want to have BMW. So who is the cause of desire here? You are building the desire of getting BMW. And I have already said you that even fulfilling your desire, you will suffer sorrow, and even repressing your desire, you will suffer sorrow. What would happen if a BMW would pass in front of a camera? That camera just record the BMW. That's it. That camera would not have a desire that I want to have BMW. But you are having a desire that I want to have a BMW. Had you behaved like a camera, just watched the BMW passing by, you would not have developed a desire. But that is the starting point. You gave birth to a desire. And now whole life you will go on earning, and if someone creates obstacle in your path of earning, you would have anger in you. And if someone helps you in earning, you would have friendly relationship with that person. And once you achieve your desire, you one day purchased a BMW. After purchasing the BMW, will you able to be peace of mind at that point of time? Think it. You have accomplished many desires before in your life. Have you attained peace of mind after accomplishment of each desire? Is it so? Or after accomplishing one desire, you became so habitual of fulfilling every desire that once your desire is accomplished, you will repeat the same practice, repeat the whole practice of fulfilling a desire for another desire. So Gautam Buddha said that the cause of sorrow is you only. The cause of sorrow is not a capitalist. The cause of sorrow is not a person exploiting you. The cause of sorrow is not a person killing you, raping you. The cause of sorrow is not the person controlling you. The cause of sorrow is that you build a desire. Just forget about it that you will fulfill that desire or not. The very inception of desire in you is the cause of sorrow, because once the desire is created in your mind, you will run after that desire. You will show anger to that person who comes in your way. You will show friendliness to that person who helps you in your way. After desire, there are many cascading effects: sorrow, anger, friendliness, fear, laughter, excitement. There are many things, but the very root is your desire. So, and you can only overcome the sorrow if you watch or capture any object just like a camera, just like a tape recorder. That's all. A camera never creates a desire in itself. A tape recorder never creates a desire in itself. When you hear a song, beautiful song, you creates a desire in you that I also want to sing the same song in a melodious voice. That is also a desire only. But what would a tape recorder do? Tape recorder will only record the voice. Tape recorder will not create any further desire. There was a case once. There was a disciple of Gautam Buddha. He was going on the practice of meditation, and he attained the meditation, and he was able to not create any desire. Gautam Buddha said that you are now prepared to live sorrowless life. And Gautam Buddha said that now you go villages to villages and deliver them my message. So that disciple said that I will go to a village in Bihar and deliver your message there. But Gautam Buddha said that that village is very dangerous. People there are very dangerous. They may kill you, they may abuse you. That disciple said that, okay, no problem, I will just deliver your message. Gautam Buddha said, okay, go, but answer a few questions. First question Gautam Buddha asked to him that if someone abuses you, then that disciple answered that, Gautam Buddha, you know very well, I will be thankful to them that they are only abusing me verbally. They are not beating me with sticks or stones. Then Gautam Buddha asked, if those people beat you with sticks or stones, then that disciple replied, Buddha, you know very well, I will be thankful to them that they are only beating me, they are not killing me. Then Gautam Buddha asked the final question, what if those people kill you? Disciple replied, Gautam Buddha, you know very well, I will be thankful to those people to kill me because I have a very long life, and who knows that in the very next moment I commit a sin, and in the every next moment I commit a sin, and if they kill me, they will liberate me from making future sins. So I will be thankful to them. So it's totally depend on you how you interpret a thing. That is a thing. Your interpretation drives your joy or your sorrow. So cause of sorrow is not a capitalist, not another person. Cause of sorrow is you only, and only you can overcome the sorrow. Subscribe if you find this video helpful.